Hi, welcome to another episode of The Young and the Restless. We open with Jack and Diane at the cabin, and Diane says he can't be serious after Jack proposed. Jack tries to convince her. Then Jack tells her to stay right there and he leaves. Pretty sure it seems like Jack is about to go get a ring. Then we see Phyllis wakes up in Jeremy's room and she asks what happened. And she says it's blurry. Last night was blurry. And she cries and says she was in a car and asks what happened. She asks if she hurt anyone. And Jeremy said she got out the car and passed out in the middle of the road. She didn't hurt anyone. He saved her life. So she calls him a good Samaritan. And Phyllis asks why did he bring her to his room. Then we see Adam is at society drinking alone and he thinks of Sally and their last conversation about it being done and he just wants to be a father. Then Nick comes in and sees Adam. Instead of Nick going his way, he walks over to Adam's table. Nick says he invites himself to sit and claims they haven't had a chance to talk since this whole Sally situation. Then we see Sally runs into Summer at the coffee house, and Summer asks what is going on with her and Nick, and Sally tells her that she is pregnant. Then we see Kyle walks into the Grand Phoenix and he sees Billy drinking at the bar alone, and he tries to hide, but Billy sees him and calls him. Billy says he is trying to get a hold of Jack, and Kyle tells him that he and Diane went on a romantic getaway. They discuss Ashley not being happy about it, however, Billy is supportive. Then we see Diane alone is at the cabin and she is reflecting on the first day she met with Jack since her return when they were in LA and how they have grown from then to now where they're at in GC. Back at the Grand Phoenix, Phyllis asked Jeremy if he brought her to his place to help him develop a plan for Diane. Jeremy somewhat said is trying to blackmail her of a video of her being in the road drunk and tells Phyllis that it wouldn't look good. Phyllis says no one threatens her. Back at society, Nick says to Adam that he is in a tough spot and he sympathizes with Adam. Lies. Nick says that he is concerned about how Adam handles things, especially going forward from now. Adam says that he heard Sally's loud and clear. He doesn't have any plans to be with her or go between them. He asks Nick if that satisfies his questions. Nick says that he will be a father. Adam says that he will be a father to his child. Nick claims that he and Sally is solid. But Nick, if you and Sally are solid, why are you going after Adam? You shouldn't even be thinking of what Adam has planned because you know that Sally will be with you. Nick claims that he is just concerned about Sally's well-being and says that Adam will pressure her. You are the problem, Nick. After Summer hears that Sally is pregnant, she begins to freak out and says that Sally's carrying her sibling. But Sally tells her Nick's not the father that Adam is. And Summer accuses her of sleeping with someone on her dad. Sally claims that she is not reuniting with Adam because she is staying with Nick, and Summer doesn't think Sally deserves her dad. Sally tells Summer to accept it. Summer calls out Sally for being selfish. Back at the Grand Phoenix, Billy asks Kyle what he thinks about Jack and Diane being together, and Kyle gets defensive and asks why does Billy care. Billy reminds him that they are family and he is on his side. Kyle says he wants his father and parents to be happy, but he has a feeling that Diane will hurt Jack. Billy then relates that his issue to Jill, that she wasn't interested in being a mother either, so he gets where Kyle is coming from. Billy tells Kyle that people can change and he hopes that Diane will. Then we see stupid Jack returns and he pours champagne toast, goes on his knees and gives Diane the ring. Back at the Grand Phoenix, we see Jeremy at the hotel telling Phyllis his plans. He also texts Diane and he's awaiting a response. Then he begins to offer Phyllis advice and tells her to not let things fester inside, tells her to use the hate as a fuel to target someone, which is what he did in prison, and says that they hate the same person and have the same target. Back at the cabin, Diane cries and says Jack is incredible and romantic and she loves him but she can't marry him. Stupid Jack, grin face, went away. Back at the coffee house, Sally says that she and Nick has been open and honest with each other, and if Nick wants to be with her, it's his decision. Summer says Sally is using Nick as a shield to protect herself from Adam. I agree with Summer. Back at society, Nick accuses Adam of using the baby to slowly put himself back into Sally's life. Adam asks how is he gonna do that, and Nick says by Adam asking to be a part of doctor's appointment is the problem. Nick, really? He is the father. Why can't he not be a part of the appointment, but you should? He should be there relating to his to-be child. Adam then questions if Nick is threatening him to back off, and Nick claims that he's not threatening, he is just asking Adam to put what he wants aside. Adam calls out Nick for being a hypocrite and says that he thought their relationship as a brother was getting better. Back at the Grand Phoenix, Billy tells Kyle about Jack's offering him the opportunity to come back to Jabot. Then we go up to Jeremy's and Jeremy tells Phyllis his plan and asks her to join him. Phyllis says she can't participate because she will lose everything. Jeremy says that she has already lost everything and she tells Stark nothing has worked so far on Diane. His plan will fail. Phyllis says that she will think about it and Jeremy says that he will move forward without her, so the clock is ticking. Back at the cabin, Diane eventually says yes. Back at the Grand Phoenix, we see Phyllis goes downstairs to the lobby and runs into Billy, and he asks if she is okay. It looks like she has a really bad day, and Phyllis asks where is Jack, and Billy tells her that he left on a romantic vacation with Diane. Back at society, Adam believes only Victor understands him even more than himself, and Adam says that he has been looking at himself different lately and not taking things for granted. He is controlling himself and he is going to change, and says to Nick that he's seen things more clearly now more than ever, and he leaves Nick there at the table. Back at the coffee house, Summer says Sally is scared. She will fall for Adam again, and she reminds her that she is pregnant with Nick's brother's baby, and it seems like chaos is all that Sally is capable of creating. Back at the Grand Phoenix, we see Phyllis returns to Jeremy's room and tells him that she is in. Thanks for watching. Bye.